Well, hi Virgos, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them just a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of this reading. So Virgos, let's find out, what can you expect to come up in your life? What can Virgos expect, universe? Now, if this sounds like your reading, it probably is your reading. If it does not sound like your reading, it probably is not your reading. And I suggest checking your moon sign because that's your emotional side. So, this is a general reading, just want you to know that, and your overall energy of this reading is a Two of Swords. Well, it says you're in self-protection mode. You're blocking your heart. You're protecting your heart. You have your swords up of seeking truth and clarity, and you have a blindfold on. So it's like you don't want to deal with it. You don't want to see it unless it is true. So... and it's clear. It's like you don't want to mess with any sneakiness. You don't want to mess with any deceitfulness. You don't want to mess with anything that isn't what it's presented to be. You don't even want to deal with it. So, up here in your highest energy is the Queen of Cups. This is water. So this would be Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. One of those might be strong in your chart someplace, or it might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. More importantly, all the cards are male or female. This queen is trying to peek in those little windows on this cup. This is the only cup in the deck that has a lid on it, and that cup is full of answers to love questions. So, it is about the love. It's like, I don't even know if you want love in your life right now. With the Two of Swords being the overall energy and having the Queen of Cups as your highest energy. So you do have questions about love. You're trying to figure it out. You're trying to recognize it. Something going on in your mind that you need answers to about love. And in the meantime, it's like, if it's not real, if it's not true, you don't even want to see it. You don't want to deal with it. So, above the Two of Swords is the Hanged Man. Now, the Hanged Man is the card for enlightenment. See the head all lit up? So I really like to look around the Hanged Man because this kind of shows me what you are seeking enlightenment about. Well, for one thing, I know it's love because we have the Queen of Cups right here. You have questions about love. We have the Two of Swords right under the Hangman that you are blocking, not wanting to deal with love. It might be from a particular person, I'm not sure, because on the other side of the Hangman is the Five of Pentacles. I think somebody might have ghosted you or rejected you or left you out in the cold somehow. That's what the Five of Pentacles is about. It's about being alone or lonely. So I feel like you're in a place right now where you're confused about love. You don't want to entertain love right now. You're not in the mood for it. Because I think someone did a number on you here. I think they either rejected you or ghosted you or something, dumped you. Something like that. And it just kind of puts you in this place of blocking your heart. I got the Nine of Swords under the Queen of Cups and right next to the Two of Swords. Yeah, you're up in your head. You're totally up. You got these thoughts of truth and clarity. And that's what you're trying to seek here with the Queen of Cups. And it is about love. But I think it's almost, sometimes this is like self-blaming. Like, why didn't I see it coming? How come I didn't recognize it? Sometimes this card can stand for that, or it can be the other way around, like, how could they do this to me? I've always treated them well. Why? These are just thoughts, and so you're trying to find the answers here. This is your time alone. Any time that your mind has a free minute, it goes right back to these thoughts. So you're like, oh, you're not ready for love right this second anyway. But we got a long ways to go in the reading. Let's see what happens. We have the Knight of Swords right next to the Two of Swords and right under this Five of Pentacles. Now what this is telling me is you find your way out. It's like, hey, wait a minute, I'm done with feeling sorry for myself. I'm done like rejecting love. I'm done feeling rejected and left out in the cold. I'm just done with these feelings. I think you're ready to move on, because the Knight of Swords holds that sword up and rushes forward with truth and with clarity. So it's like you kind of get your answers. You get your answers that you're seeking so that you can move forward, and you can get rid of some of these energies that are just kind of been around you here. I have the Eight of Cups right under the Nine of Swords. Yeah, I think somebody walked away from you, or ghosted you, or rejected you, broke up with you, okay? So these energies were really hanging on, but I think you're getting ready to move forward, because I have the Ace of Wands. This, you know, by them leaving, they're actually opening, and I know you don't like hearing this, but by closing one door, another door opens. I actually see this happening here, because the Ace of Swords is right next to the Eight of Cups, and right under the Two of Swords. You're ready, you're getting ready to enter a fresh start, a new beginning in your life. And look at this wand is just blooming. And this Ace of Wands is right next to the Ace of Pentacles. You know, something very secure and grounded is coming your way. There might even be a commitment coming your way. You're headed towards a much better place after getting past these energies. I'm taking out the second half because we're going to find out a lot more, Virgos, about this reading for you, okay? Okay, Virgo, 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 Virgo. There you are, right there. There you are right there. Ooh, there is something happening here. Oh my gosh. So when that Ace of Pentacles came up and the Ace of Wands, a fresh new start, new beginning, groundedness, security, stability, possible commitment, possible ring. It's like this other relationship ended to open the door for something better. And look at these cards that came up. Let me read them to you. Okay, let's read them. Up here in your highest energy, there you are, as the King of Pentacles, male or female. This is Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Might be strong. One of those others might be strong in your chart someplace. Or one of those three might be strong in somebody else's chart too around this reading. Look at you, looking at that pentacle. You need security. You need stability. You don't want any of this, you know, energies coming in and just running out, treating the relationship as if you had no feelings. So you're really looking at this pentacle. You really have your eye on it. And look, we ended the first part with the Ace of Pentacles. So there's that pentacle. It's right next to the Hermit. This is your card, Virgo. And this is seeking guidance from the universe, seeking your path forward. It's from all this energy. I mean, you were really up in your head. This really confused you about love, totally. And you really did go in self-protection mode. But now it looks like you're ready. And I think you're becoming ready. You're like, I'm not settling for anything that's not grounded anymore. What is your path forward? And that's what you're asking. Well, the Hermit shining the lantern on you, the King of Pentacles, looking at the pentacle. You need something grounded, is what the universe is saying. You need to make sure they have a pentacle in their pocket, okay? Well, right behind the Hermit is the Two of Cups. This is a soulmate card. This is best friends with love and soulmates. Somebody's coming in, or you already know them, since this is a card of best friends too. have you ever always wanted to be like your lover, to be your best friend? That's what's happening right here. So I'm not quite sure if you already know them or not, or they're going to become your best friend, or they already are a friend and they will get closer. But they have a huge cup of love. And your path forward is with this person, with this soulmate. There is a soulmate waiting for you. They are going to bring in a fresh start, new beginning, and they have a pentacle in their pocket. Now, under your card, Virgo, here of the King of Pentacles, and next to the Knight of Swords, moving forward with that sword of truth and clarity, just cutting out all that bad energy. The Judgment card, this has all been a spiritual lesson. So, part of your spiritual lesson is what the Hermit shining the lantern on. Don't settle for a relationship if they don't have a pentacle in their pocket. Just don't settle for it. Ask the right questions. Kind of figure it out as early as you can whether or not they're committable. Because if they're not committable, it'll never, probably work out. So, your guardian angels and your spirit guides, they've been teaching you a spiritual lesson that you had to learn, and you are. Look, you're awakening. So it's a spiritual awakening of sorts that all this is all about. And it's right, this Judgment card here is right next to Temperance. Temperance is the card for Sagittarius. So Sagittarius might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But more importantly, your guardian angels and spirit guides, again, they've been mixing this potion back and forth, back and forth. You've been out of balance because of this relationship that it seems like they abandoned you somehow or just broke up with you kind of suddenly or something. But anyway, you have 1 foot in the emotional waters and 1 foot on the ground. They need you to put both feet on the ground. That's what Temperance's job is to get you balanced. This really threw you off balance. So, your guardian angels and spirit guides, they have you surrounded. They're putting you through a spiritual awakening. They're rough. And they're trying to get you rebalanced so you can move forward in life. So they're right alongside you. Right next to, and right under the Hermit card, so this is part of your path forward. They're telling you, okay, that your guardian angels and spirit guides are helping you to get through this. I have the 5 of Swords next to Temperance and under the 2 of Cups. This is getting your truth. You're picking up all these swords of truth and clarity, okay? So you're picking up these swords, you're still picking them up, and in the meantime, you're just looking back at the one that left you. There might have been another party involved because there's 2 people, maybe not. But you're looking back at them and look at the smirk. It's like, oh, I understand. It's like you finally understand what happened here. You're picking up the swords of truth and clarity, and it's right below this 2 of Cups. So this is allowing, because Temperance is getting you rebalanced. You're becoming, knowledge is balance, okay? The more knowledge you have about something, the more balanced you can become. This is going to allow this soulmate to actually come into your life, whether you know them or not, to actually merge with your life. Under the Judgment card, I have the Strength card. This is next to the Ace of Pentacles. So, under the Judgment card, first off, we have the infinity symbol. That's a symbol of knowing and intuition. This card here, oh, this is the card for Leo, by the way. Leo might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But having that infinity symbol, you know what you have to do because of your judgment, and you're going to find the courage and the strength to do it. It's all part of your spiritual lesson. You got to get balanced. You got to move forward. There are hard things that you have to do, but you do find the strength and the courage to do it in order to move forward. And right next to the Strength card is the High Priestess. This is the card in the tarot deck, the card for intuition and knowing. So your intuitions are running really high. Really pay attention to them. Let your intuition guide you. Pull back that pomegranate curtain. Listen to what yourself is telling you. This is going to help guide you through life. Temperance. You need to get balance. And by listening to yourself and your own intuition is going to help you become balanced. And it's right next to the Ten of Pentacles. You're looking back at the one that got away. You're getting all your truth and clarity. You have the soulmate coming in, best friend, soulmate, will be a lover. They will love you. They're bringing in pentacles. Look at all the pentacles. This is a card of commitment. This is a card of marriage. This is union between two people. You see them there. Extended family. There's pets. There's a child under one roof. This is all about family. All about groundedness. So, this is what's coming in with this soulmate right here. So you're going to be best friends, soulmates, lovers, and you're going to be really grounded, and I think it's going to turn into a very long-lasting commitment here. I'm taking out one more card for Virgos. The Knight of Wands, no wonder. Okay, so the Knight of Wands, this is male or female, energy of someone who comes in and out of your life. They give you the hopes of a fresh start and new beginnings, and they leave with a staff of passion. They really, they seem to, they're selfish thinking, like they mostly think about them and what they need, and they kind of don't give much regard to your needs. And so this is why, this is what happened. This is part of your answers that you've been looking for. They're fly-by-nights. They're not committable. And that's why they left you. That's why they either ghosted or left you, or they keep leaving you and coming back, something like that. And this has taught you through your spiritual lesson what to look for in a relationship, and that is to look for that pentacle and look for that love. Okay? So this is your reading. There's a lot of advice in this reading, Virgos, and I thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.